Okay, so this is the only cut, the only add-in that's gonna be on this video. Just keep watching, you'll get it. But I'm gonna cut in because I'm watching this video back because I'm like, do I upload this? Like, and I look like I look a hot mess. Like, I've been crying, like good tears. I've been crying today. I have a baby and she wakes up still throughout the night, so I have bags under my eyes. The angle, and that too, like before filming I was like, oh, let me get this, let me try to get the best angle, but I was like, no, that's not what's important. What's important is the message. It's not how I look, the angle of the camera, the lighting, whatever. But basically I'm aware physically how I look in this video. And yeah, like bags under my eyes, you know, really, that was a really bad, like I had it down here, which before you judge, take your phone out and when you don't have makeup on, if you're a female. If you're a male, you know, or you could wear makeup if you're male. If you're a male and wear makeup, take it off. And if you wear makeup, take it off. Open your phone and like get in just a random spot in your house and do this. Like, but that, again, looks are not what's important. And if you're gonna judge me on how I look in this video, again, I'm sorry you're in. I don't want to sound condescending because I'm not. I genuinely know what it's like to be in that mindset, and I'm just sending you a hug and good vibes. And that's what I'm trying really hard this year. That's one of my goals, is I don't want to explain myself. Like, I don't need to explain myself, like how, you know, but I'm giving into myself and I'm working on it, and I'm not perfect, so end of me explaining myself. Hey guys, so I don't even know what to start this video with. I have no idea what I'm gonna title this with. And one thing I'm gonna do with this video is, long story short, I am in that 2020, I'm going to actively pursue being better and in a more positive mindset. And I've been doing that the past couple days. If you're wondering why I'm talking low, Penelope's sleeping, which again, like I was like, oh, do I make this video? Like I was really torn, but I'm like, she's sleeping. I have the time to do it. Maybe this is a sign, and maybe that's what I'll name this video, is signs. But before I go any further, if you're somebody who gets agitated or, you know, if you are not somebody who can happily listen to a rambly person, then maybe this video is not for you. Because one thing I'm gonna do with this video today is I'm not gonna make any cuts. As a YouTuber, and especially me, like I'm a rambler, I'm an oversharer, I just jump. Like sometimes when I have conversations with people, they're like, I can't follow you because you jump from A to D and you didn't talk about B and C. So, you know, anyways, if you're somebody who has trouble with that, you're gonna get annoyed with this video. So this is not the video for you. But I'm making this video because I just feel the need to put it out there. Yes, it might annoy some people, but hopefully it can help somebody. And I don't know when this is going up, but this is the sweater I just wore in my paranormal video you guys just saw. I'll probably upload this video real time. So today it's January, what is it? Today's a Friday. It's like January 10th or something. And again, like my thought process was like, no, I'll write it down and I'll make the video later, because I've gotten a lot better at not caring about my appearance. Like I just was out, and I go out all the time now without makeup. but something about the internet, just because, you know, everyone's going through their own life journey, and the internet can be an easy way for people to unload, which again, like, I've just really had an awakening with a mindset that those people, anyways, whoever's gonna judge me, like, that's okay. Like, I can't control how other people are going to receive a message. All I can control is my message and getting it out. So just an update, like, thank you guys so much for all of your like love and prayers from the paranormal video. That video, I had filmed it I want to say almost a month ago, and I had sat on editing it because I wanted to wait and see what was going on. Anyways, this video is not supposed to be paranormal, but long story short, I think I'll make a paranormal update, but long story short, things have been so much better, and especially since my little mindset awakening recently. But I just want to tell you thank you if you watched that video and sent me love, or even if you didn't comment, if you like just thought to yourself like, oh, I'm sending her and her family love, like, thank you so much. Maybe that's why I've been able to be so positive, is like, yeah, like, anyways, again, I'm all over the place, and I'm not gonna cut this video because this is me, this is how I am. But anyways, the purpose of today's video is for somebody, if you need a sign, and I'm gonna tear up, and like, I've been doing that lately. Like, anytime if you see me tear up, I'm not sad, I just have really been feeling overwhelming, powerful presences and messages. And again, if you're not at that spot, I totally understand. You can look at these stories I'm about to tell you, and you can look at me how I am right now and think I'm crazy, which again, that's okay. Like, I get it, because if you're not in a certain mindset, it's hard to understand. And I feel like human beings, our brains are just, if we don't actively prune it, I guess, our minds can easily get to a judgmental place. And when I say judgmental place, I'm not shaming or anything. It's just that it happens. Like, I've been in a judgmental, negative mindset for a long time, and I was actively trying not to be. So anyways, the purpose of this video is to share some really, like, just give you examples of when you can kind of just get to a spot where you're positive and open, and you want messages and you want to receive them. They're always there. Past loved ones, I believe in God. Again, if you know me, I do not preach God. Like, whatever you believe in is awesome and right. I don't think there's a right or wrong reason or thing to believe in, but I believe in God. And here we go. What was I even saying? I don't know why I got on that tangent. See, and normally I would just stop and then probably pause this, go rewatch it, and then edit it out. You know, no, like, I'm not doing that with this video, because that's not what this video is about. And again, oh yeah, that's what, like, I almost didn't film this video because I'm like, oh, my skin looks bad today. Like, and even that, like, I'm not even gonna attack myself. Like, I'm done doing that. I'm done. No, like, this is Julia, and there's gonna be people who are gonna, anyways, we already talked about that. So, the signs. So today, I think I'm gonna make a separate video. I'm gonna make like a paranormal update video for you guys, because I know a lot of you guys are concerned and worried, and maybe I'll make a separate video on a mindset. I don't know, like, I'm torn. Like, I want to make a paranormal update video, but it ties into me changing, like, having my little mindset awakening, and then that ties into today's video. So I don't know, maybe do you guys want, if you guys have any ideas, like, that's my issue, is I have all these thoughts and I don't know how to organize them into videos. So anyways, I guess I don't need to plan ahead, so I'm just gonna get out what I wanted to get out. I've been trying to do that for 7 minutes and 32 seconds. Anyways, today, see, this is where I went to a plant nursery with one of my cousins, one of the ones I talk about all the time. And we just went because I want to get some plants for my house just to purify the air. And I'm really into that. I want to get into that right now. Like, I'm ready to get to appreciate real plants, and like, these are fake, and we got toys in the background, whatever. But so we went to a nursery, and if you live in Tucson, we went to Mesquite Valley Growers, and if you live in Tucson, it's a magical land. And if you've never been to it and you live in Tucson, go. Like, I didn't even come home with any plants because they were a little pricey, especially like, I'm trying to get into plants, and I usually kill them, so I don't want to buy an expensive plant. Like, I want to go buy a cheaper plant to start, if that makes any sense. But beautiful place to just walk around. We literally walked around there. I think we met there at 1 and we didn't leave till almost 3. We just walked and talked and just, because she's kind of, my 2 cousins, like her and her wife, my cousin Sasha and Alex, they're both my cousins. Well, so Sasha, her wife, is my cousin. Our dads are brothers, and then she married Alex, and she's my cousin too. So I went with Alex, if you're somebody who likes background and me oversharing. But anyways, both of them are kind of in the same journey, like at the same place. Anyways, it was a peaceful time, and I got so many messages. And that's what I was getting on the God thing. If you believe in God, then, and I've been praying to God for a long time, for signs and help, and yes, you're on the right path, like signs that I'm on the right path, you know. And I still do, like, I also pray to lost loved ones too. So if you're somebody who doesn't believe in God, then this can apply to you. Like, if you have someone you love, a parent, a friend, a cousin, a sibling, a grandparent who died, and you want to know that they're still there, and you've been asking for signs, and this is for you. Just get to it, like, and you will naturally, like, don't try too hard to get to this place, but and going outside, like, again, if you live in Tucson, go to that nursery. It'll help you kind of let go of just static noise of life right now, or just life in general, and open to see signs. Let me get to this finally, if you're still with me. But I got so many signs today, and if you're watching this and needing this for you, maybe this is your first sign. And basically, maybe I'll include screenshots. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if I have any juicy things like attached to where I can't send a screenshot. But anytime before I go somewhere, I always just tell Jesse, because I'm somebody, like, when I'm with someone, like, I put my phone away. Like, I'm on my phone a lot for work, so to me, like, I hate having my phone on me. Oh my god, did I have a booger? No. I don't know, I don't need to figure out why or explain, but when I'm with somebody, like, I just put my phone away. Like, it's just a habit I have. But that can be kind of scary for Jesse, like, I'm someone who I can get caught up, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's been 4 hours, you know? And so on his side, I understand that, like, if he doesn't hear from me for a while, he gets worried, like, oh, did something happen to her? Because I get that, because I'm the same way as well. So anyways, long story short, I'm trying to do that this year too, is train my brain to get to the point better and not ramble so much. But that's again why I'm like, I want to upload this uncut so you guys can see, like, this is how I talk, this is how my brain works. Like, I'm all over the place, and maybe if you're the same way, it'll make you feel like, okay, cool, like, I'm not crazy, like, I'll find my tribe of people who understand that, you know, whatever. And that too, like, I'm learning to stop and pause and think before I talk, you know. So oh yeah, so I had told Jesse, like, hey, like, I texted him, like, hey, we're going to the nursery, just to kind of let him know, like, if I don't text back, that's why. And he said, if you haven't watched my bee video, and if you're into the signs and lost loved one things, I highly recommend watching that one as well. I'll link it up above and in the description box below. But basically, long story short, Jesse's Tata, who passed away, visits as a bee. And just kind of foreshadowing for a sign, his Nana visits as a hummingbird. And like hummingbirds, but particularly like Jesse says, the green ones. I don't know if she liked them. I don't like specifically remember. I think it was maybe she liked the green ones were her favorite, or Jessie just felt like the green ones are really her, you know, I don't know if that, anyways, that's foreshadowing from like, what is that? I think 7th grade English, you learned about all that, alliteration, foreshadowing, again, my brain. So in the text, Jesse said like, oh, he's, again, I don't remember exactly, something about, oh, like, watch out for the bees. And then I wrote back, haha, yeah, Tata, because, oh my gosh, I'm always pestered by bees. And I never was pestered by bees until Jesse's Tata passed away. And I just like, I don't know why, like, even though I'm still like scared of bees, and he teases me, like, it's, again, if you're not into the signs or spirituality, like, you're like, no, Julia, it's a coincidence. But if you are a believer, like, and that's what, the older I get, the less I believe in coincidences and the more I believe in intentions and messages. So anyways, I was like, haha, yeah, Tata. So right when I walk into the nursery, I look to my right and there was I'll insert a picture of it because I took a picture of it to send to Jesse, because I'm like, you'll never believe the first thing that I saw when I walked in. Which again, like, logically you could say like, well, yeah, bees have to do with flowers and they sell flowers at a plant nursery, so duh, there's gonna be bee things in there. And yes, we saw a lot of hummingbird merchandise, but I actually didn't see any other bee merchandise other than that sign. Literally, it literally was a sign of a bee. Like, so that was really cool. I just felt him. And then I thought there would be a lot of bees, and that's why Jesse said, like, watch out for the bees, but I actually only saw one bee, which even made it more like, okay, like, this is not a coincidence, this was Tata hanging out and being there. And same thing with, so that, and then again, like, my brain just kind of like short circuits, and that's when I'm like, pause and just collect yourself. So then we were in like an area, it was like a greenhouse type thing, but it was I can't even just, it was like a Ramada greenhouse, but there were doors to outside, if that makes any sense. But so Penelope was in the carrier, and then Alex, we were just walking and talking, and I just happened to look and I saw a green hummingbird just chowing on some beautiful purple flowers, and I was like, oh, Nana Zuni. And like, just again, like, the fact that it was a hummingbird, like, we only saw one, like, they had a lot of outside too, and a lot of outside flowers. I didn't see any hummingbirds, but the fact, ew, my dog is licking herself. Alice, a little modesty, just a little bit. I mean, I know, who am I to talk about being appropriate, but so anyways, just the fact that, like, the area it was, again, it wasn't a coincidence, it was her, you know, and it was a sign, and it was just so neat. And then another really cool thing that Penelope does this a lot, like, I don't, if you've watched any of my, I don't even know if I've talked about it in a video, any of her monthly updates, but we call it Penny Power, like, ever since she was little. Like, I just, again, the logical side, yes, I'm her mom, and every mom thinks their kid is magical, which is, and it's true, every kid is magical, like, so I'm just, yeah, like every mom, I think my daughter is magic, you know. And she just, there's so many times where, like, I'll give you an example. One time I was, me, Penelope, we were out to lunch at a Red Lobster with my dad, my stepmom, my grandma, and my sister. And our server was really nice. Like, she was like a younger, really sweet person, and so you would think Penelope would want to say hi to her. Not that she didn't want to say hi, but anyways, she wasn't I don't want to say she wasn't paying attention. Anyways, it was like halfway through the meal, and there was another lady who was just walking by, you know, and Penelope was just wanted her attention and kept smiling and just like, oh, it was so, and the lady was just like, you could tell she just she was like, oh, I needed that today, like, you don't know. And so Penelope made a friend or whatever. So I feel like children do have that, you know, where they can sense when somebody needs a sign. I'm gonna tear up. Because I'm tearing up because I just feel the magic, if that makes any sense. And again, you could judge away, because I understand if you're not in the place to see these type of things, you know. I'm not here to force you into that mindset, you know. You'll if you're meant to get there, you'll get there when it's perfect timing for you. But anyways, gosh, long story short, that's gonna be the theme of my year this year, I think, is long story short, because I'm trying to rein myself in. But basically, she'll do that, like, she'll just pick a random stranger and just really interact and smile with them. And every single time, whoever it is, like, they say something like, you know, oh, like, I needed that. Or again, I'm a very kind of like, I'm sensitive to energies, which again, you can be like, yeah, she's sensitive to energy and whatever. But, you know, I am. And a lot of times I can just feel like that person needed it, you know. And it's like, how cool that, anyways, I think all kids have a lot of that magic, you know. And like, life is hard, you know, and the magic can go away. But anyways, gosh, so I told that because we were getting ready to leave, and she happens to be having a really hard day today. I don't know if she's teething, but it's a day where there's not really anything I can do to help her, but just kind of keep myself calm and just like hold her while she cries, you know. Or like, I don't know, they say like, no, I don't want to get into it. I've gotten too many side stories. So anyway, she's just been having, I don't know if she's teething. Hasn't been her normal happy self. And so a lot of people, especially when she's tired too, like, she's not expected to be happy all the time. She was overtired, and just, so a lot of people were saying hi to her, and she was just, you know, she was tired, so she didn't feel like interacting, which again, I'm like, wow. Like, I look at her and I'm like, I want to get to that. Like, if I'm not feeling okay, like, I feel guilty, I will still put on a happy face, because I never want to hurt somebody's feelings, or if they're having a bad day, I never want to make it worse. But I have to learn that, like, I don't have that much control, you know, like, I don't have that much power, and it's not, I'm a human, I'm not meant to have that. Anyways, if you're still with me, drop a plant emoji or write the word plant in the comments if you're on PC, because even me, like, I'm trying to, I'm all over. Anyways, so a lot of people were saying hi to her, and she was not, you know, interacting or smiling back. But we were leaving, and a lady, again, I think she just happened to smile, or the lady said how cute or something, and everyone had been saying, oh, how cute, trying to, you know, interact with her. And Penelope was just, she loved her, like, or I don't know if maybe she loved her, or she did penny power, and she was just smiling. And they made friends, and I always say that when she does that, I say, oh, Penelope, you made a friend. And kind of weird too, like, she was asking, what's her name, Penelope? And she was, hi. And Penelope was just, and the lady kept touching her heart and just saying, oh, you made my day. And it was just so cool to witness. And I feel so special to be her mom, you know, and so it was just so cool. And again, that wasn't necessarily a sign for me, but I got to witness my daughter help be a sign for somebody else, because the lady just kept holding her heart and saying, you just made my day. And I said too, like, you made our day, because I just, look at it, I'm still tearing up about it. Like, I voice memoed Jesse about all of this, and I was way more emotional than I am now. So like, you know how like when you talk about things multiple times, like each time the emotions hit you a little less. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I don't know why I just stopped to like be like, oh, ear. Anyway, so that was really, really cool. And then this last one was like the cherry on top. And this is where I was like, okay, I need to talk about my day today, and maybe that, and again, I'm talking about it in hopes that maybe somebody needs a sign, or because it's like, if you can get to a point where you get them, it's overwhelmingly, you've just, again, like, I think the word, it's magical. So gosh, again, how do I'll just start off by saying what happened. So I got in the car, and the first song, and I'll insert the screenshot, because the first song that came on was Chris Brown, Forever. If you never heard that song, it's dance forever, ever, ever. It's like I waited my whole life for this one night. It's not meant to be like it's meant to be like a romantic song, but that happens to be, I have an uncle who passed away from Lou Gehrig's disease years ago, and that's another thing, like, I'm really into like people, he's someone who he'll show up through music, because there's a lot of songs that were like, oh, Uncle Michael's song, and that one is one of his songs. And I like was like, I again, I can't describe to you, but I felt him, and I'm like, oh, he's here, and I teared up, and I said out loud, hi, Uncle Michael. And so the first, I was like, oh, he's here to see me, and then I had the urge to like tell my mom, because that's her brother, my mom's brother, and so I screenshotted it, and then I sent it to my mom, and I was like, Mom, and so like part of me, like, I was torn, because part of me, I was gonna say, oh, Uncle Michael came to visit me, but then on the other hand, I did have this feeling that, I don't know, I got the feeling that, no, I need to share it with her, because I feel like it's partially for her too, you know. And that's what I feel like, again, I believe in God, but God uses people to deliver signs. Like, anytime you're doing something and you don't know why you're doing it, but it helps somebody, like, I feel like that's God, you know. Or again, I don't know if that makes any sense. It can sound crazy, but holy cow, 25 minutes, let me get to the point. So anyways, I screenshotted it, and I think I said like, Uncle Michael says hi or something, and she, like, long story short, like, it just, you know, of course, like, my mom's at work, she had to like step out, you know, and but the other thing, the last thing about that is, so I loved that. So I've always loved Chris Brown's music, like, since I was in high school, and like, I love his voice. Again, I was about to say, despite some of his personal choices, but like, we're not talking about that, you know. Like, why do I need to address negativity when it doesn't have a purpose in the story, you know? Like, his personal actions have nothing to do with this story. But anyways, so I've always loved that song, and it was on all my iPods, and like, I thought I knew the song by heart, but there was a lyric that came out, and that, again, I cannot. So there's a lyric where he says, I won't let you fall, girl, and this is so embarrassing. The past like 3 days have been, like I said, my mindset has really been different, but before that, I was really struggling and just having a hard time. So I'm not having a hard time today. I had the best day, you know, but that lyric stuck out to me, like, I won't let you fall, girl. And I don't remember that lyric at all. Like I said, I thought I knew that song by heart, and that was the lyric. And again, I can't describe to you, but I felt him, and I felt him like sitting next to me in the car, and like being like, you know, like you were in a dark time, not dark, like I say dark, like I was, you know, but I wasn't where I am the past couple days, if that makes any sense. And so anyways, he just said, I won't let you fall, girl. Like, even when life seems hard, and when you think you're falling, I think you should always remember that somebody's got your back. Whether you believe in God, he's got your back, or whether you have past loved ones, they're not gonna let you fall, you know. And again, like, I'm realizing how cheesy this can come off, but for the person who needs it, it's not cheesy, and that's why I'm sharing this. And that's why, again, I was like, oh no, Julia, like, wait, write it down, and like get all nice, get your ducks in a line, make a nice edited video. But again, like, the fact that Penelope is still sleeping, it's another sign that, no, Julia, post this, like, you know. And like that in life, when you're like, oh, I don't know what to do, if you could just stop and just absorb the signs, like you'll be guided, you know. And anyways, that's it. This too, like, I'm learning how to say like goodbye without continuing to ramble. So I love you guys. I'm sending you a big hug, warm hug, and yeah, hopefully this helped somebody. Or like I said, if you're not at that place, hopefully you got entertainment, and you can say, oh, I watched a video of this crazy girl who was like, oh, signs. Okay, bye.